What is up? Court is in session. Everybody take a seat. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're seeing this. Hope it's all working out. You know, I gotta say it feels right. Feels like it's going well. Oh my God, I got this fucking... Got a watermark right on my shit. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to fix that. What's up, Chad? How you doing, bro? Phone lines are open. I know people are just getting here. 540-583-4464. We're talking about food poisoning stories today. We've all gotten it. I know it's happened to me quite a few times. And let's hope it doesn't happen to you. Oh, I guess I got to post in the Discord, huh? Let's post that we're live in the Discord. Everyone, live now. Come call in, talk about food stories. Let's do it. What's up? How's it going, Kim? Thanks for joining. Nice. I was just wondering. I don't even know what made that message pop up, if I'm being honest with you. Sorry, just let me yell at my kids real quick. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope you've been fucking sick before. I'm ready to hear about it. You know? Bro, I've gotten food poisoning so bad a few times. It's never good. I also want to know if, like, you knew you were eating something that was questionable. And I mostly want to know if it's your fault or their fault. Like, who's to blame? I mean, I'm going to decide, but that's mostly what I'm here for. Thinking about starting to do some kind of giveaways for like first caller and best caller. That way we get somebody calling in right away while people are watching. And you want to tell a good, real story. We just got to filter out the cap. My kids are 10, 8, and 3, almost 4. They're all girls. They're pretty good. They're just a little rambunctious. They're better than me. Hey, what's up, Drew? Thanks for making it. Yo, so we're talking about food poisoning. Go ahead and drop a phone call, 540-583-4464. That's 540 judging. Yeah, man, I just gotta tell you, I went also, like, when did it happen to you? That's another part of the story. Like, when did you get food poisoning? Were you able to get to the toilet? Were you at work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are all factors in a good story that involves poop. One time I got food poisoning and I started having burps that tasted like it was like a sulfur burp. And that's happened to me actually several times, but fucking terrible, bro. I was like, I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know if anybody else was like dealing with it. I was in a car with a bunch of people. They're like, yo, dog, we got to drop you off. You're stinking up this car. I was like, just take me out back and shoot me. How about that? Drew says he'll call in a few. I believe him. Yo, let me put it. Tell me if you guys hear the music on this shit real quick. I just set up music on these screens. I can't hear it on my end, but I think it's working. Oh, was music playing? I think it was. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't say I've ever even gotten food poisoning from eating somewhere especially sketchy. Like, I've eaten plenty of sketchy places. That's great news that you can hear it. Yeah, I've eaten some especially sketchy places, but I don't feel like I've ever gotten sick. From there. Like I've definitely cooked shit myself and gotten sick, or eaten like food at home or somewhere at like my friend's house and gotten hella sick. But I don't think I've ever eaten somewhere where I was like, that made me fucking sick as shit. That's not true. One time we ate at this place I like to eat called Dad's Burgers. It's around the corner. My wife was like 9 months pregnant and we ate there and she got so sick, bro. So did I. We both woke up so sick. I still ate there again. Like within a couple days. Ooh, we're getting another call. They've called before. It just says fucking in the auto screen, so it's hard to know. City Boo Boo. Let's hear it. Oh, it's Cheddar. What's up, Cheddar?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know what I mean? I'm doing really good. But I could tell you about a time that I wasn't doing so well.
Let's hear it.
So, this past Christmas, I went to fucking San Diego. And I always have a good time in San Diego. I have a lot of family down there. It's always great. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So for some reason, like, I'm feeling good. We're about to leave. We're about to get on the plane. And then I get on the plane and I'm feeling like shit for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck's happening? So then I get out to San Diego. I'm like I'm vibing with my cousins and my family and shit. And I'm like, nah, something's happening inside of me that's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like go to the bathroom. And I knew I wasn't cool because, like, I bet my body was, like, getting ready for it, you know? Like, it knows I'm getting close to, like, you feel me? As soon as I open that door, bro, yes, I am sweating. As soon as I open that door, puke, bro. And I just start puking. And I'm like, that's not it. That's not all I got in me, bro. I turn around, sit on that motherfucker. It's like that South Park episode, you feel me?
Man.
Oh, bro.
I thought for sure you were going to say you were sick as fuck on the plane.
Nah, I wasn't sick as fuck on the plane. I was, like, just getting, like, you know, tremors in my stomach. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, like, something felt like it was twisting. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, okay. But, bro, it's vacation for a week, bro. Like, they had, like, all these plans to do shit. And I'm not trying to tell nobody that I feel sick. You know what I mean? I want to ruin the vacation. So I'm like, bruh, I'm going to just do all this shit, bro. I'm sneaking the bathrooms while we at restaurants, puking and whatever, nigga. It was the worst vacation, bro. And then as soon as I got home, I was good. First shit here, nigga, solid. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. It was only out of town. You just needed your home base, bro. If you'd been able to go shit in your own toilet, you'd have been cool in like 2 days.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then there's another story here that I just thought about. One time I was at work. Now that's an uncomfortable situation.
Oh yeah,
dangerous. My mom had left for like a week to San Diego, but left me home. And like, I really, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want to cook all week, so I made these burgers, and I just was like, I'm gonna refrigerate them and just, you feel me, cook them all week. It's all good. Bro, it wasn't all good, bro.
Yeah.
It was not good. And that basically just was like me having to go to work for like 3 days. Fucked up.
Oh, bro, not being able to call out is like a whole other thing. Like you got to go in. You got to go in still. First of all, like I said this earlier today, food poisoning has to be like the number one call out of work excuse, real or not. So like when you still have to go, that's tough.
And everybody knows that shit is fucking painful and just not comfortable to have to go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you're calling to tell your work that you have food poisoning there, you got to be like, oh, this dude just shit his pants. Okay, word. So let's work from there.
Okay, stay home, please stay home. Nah, bro. But yeah, those are my shit stories, dog.
Pretty good. Thank you very much for calling, as always. I mean, none of those sounded like you brought it on yourself. I mean, maybe the burger one. You can't be meal prepping like that.
Yeah, that's not a meal prep situation.
You know what? Those meal prep motherfuckers, they must get it too. There's no way you can cook some shit on the weekend and eat it on Thursday. Sorry. I don't care if it's spaghetti squash. Nope.
Yeah, that's it. All that organic food you're cooking does not have a shelf life after cooked.
Bro, if you cooked up like some frozen from a factory burger, it would probably have a much better chance of lasting longer than like some fucking fresh vegetables in the, like, you know what I mean? That shit has preservatives in it. It's meant to last. Like if you're meal prepping and eating it all week, like something bad is gonna happen.
If people are shopping at Whole Foods, that food is about to be rotten 15 minutes after being put on the shelves anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Word. Hey, thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate you. Later. All right. We broke the ice. Let's get another call in 5405-834-464. Let's talk about a food poisoning story. It's happened to all of us. We got a bot. We got a bot in the chat. Let's go. Also, always looking for mods for the channel. So if you're that kind of nerd, I'm here for you. I really meant that, what I said about meal prep. When I see people saying they're cooking food for the whole week, that scares me. Like, also just leftovers in general. People are way too lenient with leftover times. You have like a very short window to eat that food once you cook it. That day, right? The next day. The third day, you're like already treading on sketchy water. But sure, like, yeah, be like, yeah, I can eat that. You might get sick. Like 3 days already, you might get sick. You see people eating shit 4 days. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I'm always doing this move where I shake my hand out of my robe to do this point. When I do this on Omegle after the streams, it's a lot of just pointing. I keep the topic up here and I'm like, hey, did you steal anything from your homie? Like 3 days is pretty much the max for me. Yes, yeah, 3 days has to be the max on fridge leftovers. And it's still case to case. I really don't like to go past 2 days. I better be out of food. Here we go. Oh, this is a call from Drew. What's up, dog? How's it going?
Going good, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Just in court on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. All right. So I got one good food poisoning story. It's like the only time in my life that it's ever like really happened. But it didn't just happen to me. It happened to like my entire fucking family, like 4 people. Like y'all got Chipotle out there on the West Coast. Over here in Georgia, we got Chipotle too, but we also have this place called Moe's.
And it's a chain, huh? That sounds like a one place kind of thing. That doesn't sound like a chain, but when you say we got places called
Moe's,
it's
a chain. It's popping in Georgia. Freaking, there was Moe's before there was Chipotle over here. But it's basically the same thing. Go in, you know, make your own burrito and wrap and all that. Same shit. So I love the shit out of Moe's. So when I was about, God, I want to say 14, freaking me, my mom, my stepdad, and my like maybe year-old baby brother at that point, we all go to Moe's, you know, have a nice little dinner, whatever and shit. And then it was about an hour ride back home to wherever the hell we were at. So by the time we get there, man, our stomachs are bugging. We only have one toilet in this entire fucking house. And all through the night, like from the second we got home for the next, I'd say a little bit over 24 hours, all of us were constantly shitting and throwing up at the same time. I had to shit outside. I had to puke outside because the bathroom was constantly occupied by either my mom or my stepdad. We're all taking shits.
Fuck, man. And so you said it was just a day? Everybody was all good like a day later?
Yeah, it was kind of like a stomach flu, but no, we all knew. Like, we fucking ate at that fucking restaurant. We all got sick at the same fucking time.
Well, okay. If we're gonna pin it on the restaurant right away, so I'm gonna say that you guys all eat the same thing. We got you sick, but here's the real question. This is the real question on this. How long did it take you to go back? When did you eat there again?
Oh, well, they swore off it. Like, they're like, no, fuck Moe's. However, I still love Moe's. I was there within like maybe 2 months again.
2 months. That's respectable. No, I've eaten shit that I know made me sick the next day. So 2 months is very respectable. I'm not guilty. For sure.
All right. Don't get a lot of those on here.
No, yeah, that's a respectable amount of time. I think more of you, if anything.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Dad. I mean, Judge.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
You know, a lot of these are just going to be poop stories, so we're also going to need to throw some blame around. I've had food poisoning a few times, but the worst time was being hungover and having food poisoning at the same time. I have to be honest. That's happened to me. For sure, that's happened to me. Ooh, I don't really remember the situation around it, but that's for sure happened to me. I need one more drink before I call. If I take one more drink, I'ma end up calling you. Call me now, 540-583-4464. We're talking about food poisoning, bro. And sell it. Sell it to me like you're calling me to get out of work right now. Like, I hate smoking these little joints, but I'm out of blunt wrap, so I'm just digging into this pile of joints that I have here. I honestly am surprised we haven't heard more slander on restaurants that I adore. People, like, I love Arby's. People talk a lot of shit about Arby's. And I know it's like the new hip stance is to say you're a fan of Arby's, so you can't really win on that one. But I got to tell you that I have always eaten Arby's. I will always eat Arby's. Also, Taco Bell, you know what I mean? Taco Bell for sure makes you sick. Like, people do it as a joke, and then people defend it, but for sure, Taco Bell makes you sick. It was a lot more acceptable when it was like $4 for everything you wanted. Now that it's kind of expensive, I wish that it wouldn't make me sick. Arby's is fire. Fuck yeah. I'll never stop at an Arby's. You're tripping, Ched. First of all, they have everything, the meats included. They have several delicious menu items and sides too. Even if you just want to get like side shit, it's good. You're wrong is what I'm saying. Provide me with some evidence of what's wrong with Arby's, because that shit is delicious. Will not have any unfounded claims. Never got sick at Taco Bell. Vietnam Hispanic, not saying it's Mexican food. Best fast food mozzarella sticks hand down. Absolutely. It's because they're done in like a fucking wet batter. It's not like a panko breadstick. Delicious. This is not sponsored by Arby's, but if you guys are watching, I'm up for it. Call me, tell me a time you got diarrhea at Arby's. He has the Jamocha shake. That's cool. Jamocha that's got to be Baskin Robbins branding. There's no way they can use that for sure. Oh, is my mic hella quiet? No, it's not. I was just talking quietly, maybe. I figure this is a pretty universal topic. I know this shit happens to all of us. There's no doubt in my mind. God, I got a bunch of open shit on my computer. Not helping anybody. Take me to an Arby's and impress me. That's all I'm saying. Not going to happen. I guarantee you, if you and I went to Arby's right now, we would have a delightful meal. If you let me order the good shit at Arby's, I would prove you wrong. So you're going to need to put your money where your mouth is, my friend. And that mouth better be at Arby's. I've like gotten food poisoning at non-chain restaurants and eaten there the next day. Like if like it was good, even if it made me sick, I 100% will go for it. Because I have no shame and I don't care what happens to my body. So at that point, you can pretty much go for it. It's almost freeing. Have you ever had the meat mountain off their secret menu? Good Lord, no. Chipotle is worth dying for, TBH. Pre-2010s era Chipotle, yes. Like 2008, 2007 Chipotle, incredible. I haven't had a Chipotle burrito that was the right temperature in at least 6 years. I still order them because I fucking used to love Chipotle. But when I tell you that this shit is cold every single fucking time, like every single time, everything that goes into the burrito besides the fucking rice and beans and meat is cold. And that's like, it's over half the ingredients are cold and they're all ice cold. And then the meat is like never actually hot. Even if you get it warm, it's like, it's not hot. Chipotle is just never the right temperature. There's no way, even if you fucking eat it right after they make it in the restaurant, it's never the right temperature. It's never once been too hot to eat. I just don't like it. I mean, I like Chipotle, but they're doing something wrong. Ooh, Kimberly's calling. Do you think she got food poisoning when she was in jail? That sounds like a tough combo because everyone's going to know you're blowing it up. Kimberly, thanks for calling back.
Yo.
How's it going?
Yeah, so I've definitely had food poisoning a few times because I eat a bunch of random things a lot because I get high and then binge.
That'll do it.
But I will say the most recent food poisoning story that I've had that was really shitty was like my friend across the street is an old lady. She's awesome. She loves my kids, so I bring them to visit her. And she took me and my son to Checkers one day. And I will tell you, I've had Checkers food poisoning in the past when I was like 16, and I never ate it since then. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll try it. You know, it's been a long fucking time. Well, I think I ate like a burger and like a chicken sandwich or something like that. Like basic stuff you would get from, you know, fast food. And I had both my kids that night. Their dad wasn't coming to pick them up till tomorrow, like the next day. And I had the worst food poisoning. I was on the toilet shitting for so long and like no one to watch my kids. I'm like, they're probably definitely getting into something right now.
You know, when they tell you the difficulties of being a single mother, they never bring up how hard it is to shit. Like even when you're not sick, it's just it's not easy to poop when you have kids.
Seriously though, for real. Because like you can't be in there too long because you don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. In this house, we shit with the door open. There's no privacy and then there's no secrets. They can't be keeping it secret if I'm not keeping it secret.
I live with my uncle, so I'm not really trying to have him walking by while I'm taking a shit with the door open.
That makes sense to me. That's fair.
Yeah, and then I will say, I don't know if it was food poisoning. Well, this was not food poisoning, but for a long time, I would not eat mayonnaise at all on anything because I was trying to make a sandwich when I was a kid, and I dropped the whole jar of mayonnaise, and it busted all over the place, and I had to clean it up. And, like, the smell and just everything about it just made me so sick. I was literally sick the rest of the day because of it, just nauseous.
That's
And then
crazy
for
just from
years,
cleaning
I
it
would
up,
not
huh?
eat mayonnaise. It was just really gross.
It's funny that you just stayed away from it because you didn't want to clean it up again, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny that that was at least
Well,
a large
yeah.
factor in it.
It was like just, I guess, smelling it and like seeing it like that, like in just giant amounts, like
You know
just
what?
grossed me out so much that I just did not want to eat it.
I actually have a story exactly like that. I was working as a dishwasher at a diner, and I turned over a mug in a tub of dishes, and it was completely full of horseradish, like to the brim. And I
Oh,
like as I looked down to see, like as I was flipping it over, I was hitting it with the hot water thing, and this shit went everywhere, everywhere. Horseradish all over this fucking dishwashing station. It was such a mess, and it
oh,
was like it was like burning my eyes. The smell. If I to this day, if I so much as like get a good whiff of horseradish or even like wasabi, I will get so fucking mad. Like I will get twice as mad as I sound right now. Very angry. Like, yeah, like ready to fight.
hell
So
no.
I'm with you
Oh
on
my
that.
God. That reminds me literally just yesterday at work. I work at Dunkin'. I probably said this the last time I was on the thing, but I work at Dunkin' and we have this like thing called an Oasis that makes like frozen drinks. You know, it's like a blender thing. And this thing, if it doesn't get cleaned out, it has this sludgy ass shit that gets built up in the fucking drain hose. And like, of course, I'm the one to take it apart and try to clean it. And at first, I didn't know it was clogged in the drain hose, and I was like, "Why the hell is this thing clogged?" I tried to stick this water bottle with like a squeezing end on it or whatever into the drain and like shoot water into it because I was like, okay, that'll maybe shoot whatever out and unclog it. And this shit literally busted, exploded, went everywhere, like in a fountain. Oh my God. And I still had to be at work for like another hour.
Oh man, so you're stinking the rest of the time. That's terrible.
Yeah, it was like I smell like trash water right now.
Dirty water can be like one of the worst smells. Like if you have to clean the trap in the bottom of your washing machine and like every time you open it, hella water comes out. It's so bad. It'll stink up the whole house.
Yeah. I used to do like handyman work and stuff with my ex a long time ago, and we've had to fix a few dishwashers that were like disgusting. So yeah, definitely.
All right, let's flip it. Let's flip it and reverse it on the food poisoning. You ever sling some shit at this Dunkin' Donuts you probably shouldn't have sold?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. The only thing that's weird about Dunkin' now is like they don't make like the ones that I know of don't make donuts anymore.
They
They
just get
literally
a
have
shipment of
them
donuts.
sent to them like super early in the morning before they even open, and then they just sit there all day.
Huh.
So they're pretty stale if you don't get them like early.
There you go. That's an inside scoop.
You're welcome.
America runs on that shit. America run on Dun Dun. So
Hey, I will say I do love Dunkin'. I like that I get my my lattes every morning for free. So
I mean, if you work there and you still eat there, you must really not see a lot of nasty shit go on.
no, yeah, I mean, no, I will say the only things that I even do eat there is like I'm not a big donut fan in the first place, so I don't eat a lot of donuts. I actually bring them home because when I come home and I smoke a joint and I get the munchies, I'll like eat 5 donuts at a time. But
It's all or
like
nothing.
the only things I'll eat there is like bagels, I will say.
I fucking
Just
love
because I'm
bagels.
not into the other food. I'm not into the other foods. They have like the pre-made eggs and shit like that, so it's kind of gross.
That's fair.
It reminds me of jail, and I don't like that.
All right, how about jail meals? You ever get sick or see anybody get really sick off the shit they feed you in jail? Because it's all nasty, right?
No, but I will say that I was so constipated from eating the food when I first got into jail when I went in there. It was really bad being constipated in jail because they don't do shit for you in there. So
Being constipated is horrible enough. Like that's honestly,
yeah.
that's like being constipated is horrible enough. To be in jail with it, like you must be ready to die.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
And also, when you first get there, you don't have any money on your book, right? So you have to eat the food that they're serving.
Yeah, well, I will say when I first got in there, obviously I was like all stressed out and shit like that. So I would refuse to eat the food because I was like, this shit is nasty and I'm not hungry anyway. So I would refuse to eat for like, I would say the first 4 days. And then I got so hungry that I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to eat the food. And once I did eat it, because it was just so like different than everything that you're normally eating on the outside, it just, I don't know what they give you technically, because you don't see what the fuck they're making.
Yeah.
But it was like, it just bound me up so bad. And my stomach was hurting.
And then, so is it worse being constipated in jail or having diarrhea in jail? Because I'm sure these wacky things you ate also gave you the runs.
I don't know if I could actually like choose between the two because they're both terrible.
It's a draw. It's a draw.
Either you're in pain or you're fucking just shitting all day.
So then if you're all in like a communal bathroom situation, do people get mad at somebody when they take like an especially nasty shit or just like a wild shit, like it's diarrhea? Like everybody like, hey, watch that shit, bro. Like I live here with girls, right? So if I take a stinky shit, if my wife catches a whiff of it anywhere in the house, let alone the bathroom, it's curtains for me. Like she's very upset. So I can only imagine if it's somebody you could fight and you already are mad at them.
I would say the one thing is like people would get like, so when I was in the health unit, before I moved to like general population or whatever in the beginning, it was like a giant open room with like a wall in the middle that had beds on each side of the wall. And then there was a bunch of girls sleeping on like they call them boats, but they're like these little plastic things that lay on the floor and you put your mat on it and you sleep on that. And so there in the dorm though, there was like only one bathroom and it had 2 toilets and 2 showers. And there was at least 13 girls in one small room or whatever. So, I mean, if you're taking up one toilet for the whole day, yeah, people are going to be pissed off at you.
I need open access to a toilet at all times. I can shit around people, but like I need to be able to go. Like if I go, I need to shit right now, I need to be able to go sit on the toilet and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, you don't want to hold that shit in.
But I would also be a menace if I was in jail and I would be like, get off the fucking toilet. You know what I mean? Like I would be fucking beating ass to take shits 100%. Absolutely. You're going to have to stab me.
We actually almost fought a girl one time. She didn't shit everywhere, but like she literally left a dirty tampon like next to the toilet where everybody has to use the toilet and like be a civilized human being.
Yeah, just being rude is enough to get got, probably. You can't be a bad roommate in jail because it takes care of itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't think, you know what, I'll rule on that one. I don't think you guys were wrong for that. Street justice. She needed to learn a lesson.
All right, well, it's good talking to you guys.
Thank you for calling.
Be on the live stream for the rest of the night.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
You bridged over a few topics there pretty good. I'm never going to run out of jail questions because it's fun and I think about it a lot. Because there's been several times where I thought I might go to jail, so it's things I think about sometimes. I can shit around people, but not within eye view. No, I could shit in front of people. I'd rather not. Here's the thing. If there wasn't an option, I'd be over it immediately. Because I've shit at camp, and that's not super private, right? In some jails, they even call camp, right? So it's gotta be the same. No, but I mean, I will tell you this. I get really paranoid if I'm shitting in a public restroom and I think people can hear it. either hear me like straining or hearing shit sounds. Both those things make me super nervous. Like I'm nervous they'll hear that and then see me and be like, that's the dude shitting. That's the duker. I get so nervous. So for me to sit here and be like, I can shit in front of anybody anytime, no big deal. Like I kind of am saying I'm maybe a full of shit, but I think that if I had no other option, I'd be fine. Cause shitting trumps everything else. Like when I gotta shit, I gotta shit. Like and I know everyone's like that, but like I will not only get angry, but I will get desperate. So I just gotta be able to go potty, man. I need it. Can't shit, and it's possible for you to look at me. Maybe I'm being naive. Maybe everyone's like that. Oh, Morgan likes to poop in a toilet. Special guy. I wonder how many of these tiny little joints I'm going to smoke on this stream. I'm at least 3 deep already. 4. They're so tiny. Lovely having a lady call too. If any ladies are watching, feel free to call. Facebook chat is off. I can't fucking post on Facebook right now. That's why no one's calling and only a few people are watching, because got a copyright strike on Facebook. And then now I can't post for like another 17 or 18 days or something like that. I don't know. Every day I say a different number and they're not consecutive. So it's like, I'm basically just making it up, but the one time I checked in and actually saw a day thing, it said 23 days. And I feel like that was maybe 5 or 6 days ago. So who knows when I'll be able to use those features again. It's fucking up my money. My monetization on Facebook is fucked up. My subscribers on Facebook are fucked up. That's the only place where I really make a good amount of social media money. So it's really sticking in my craw that they fucked me up like this. I got zucked. Absolutely, bro. Basically what happened, I said this on the last stream, so I'm sorry if you heard this, but basically what happened is like a media company bought the rights to a TikTok that I had in a video I posted like years ago. So even though this shit was not copywritten when I posted it, now that it is copywritten, it's still their property and it's on the internet. So I get it. I get the logic in it, but they could have put in a claim that I don't make the ad money off those. They don't pay ads for aggregated content like that comes from another platform on Facebook. So I don't get the ad revenue. They put ads on my videos because it gets views, but I don't get that money. Facebook does. Or people can claim their content is in the video and then Facebook will insert ads to pay them. And that's what this dude could have done. This video had like fucking 5 million views. He would have got something. If it's worth complaining about, at least complain and get money. Because I could have not gotten in trouble and he could have got paid. And instead, he chose to just complain in a way that got me in trouble and got the video taken down. And I don't care. I'll take the whole video down anyways, but let me do it on my own before I get in trouble for this shit I can't post. Like it's just a lot. It's just a lot of shit that's going on. It's just posting on Facebook and I don't really care other than it's just a couple $100 for 1 month. So hopefully it all bounces back fine when it's good. And hopefully if it happens again, my shit doesn't get deleted. That's the main issue, is now I have like a track history of copyright strikes with Facebook. So I'm like on thin ice. And so Mark Zuckerberg, if you're watching, just hook it up. You know what I mean? I know you are. I know you watch my shit all the time, dog. So just help me out. Call on me now, 540-583-4464. I'm bringing it back. Miss Cleo just got that HBO documentary, so I've been saying it. I saw the trailer and I've been saying call me now like it's the fucking mid-90s. I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back big time. It mainly sucks for this show. Like, I would not give a fuck that all the Facebook money is fucked up, except for like 15 people on Facebook watch the show almost every time. Like 3 or 4 people from Facebook call almost every time. Like, even if it's, and even different people, like Drew came from Facebook. People are finding us from Facebook and coming over to YouTube now, but like it's just not all the people that we're watching. So we're losing on viewers and on callers, and it makes the show run less smooth. Which is whatever. I mean, it's fucking with my emotional momentum more than the show's actual momentum, probably. But can you make a Judge Meatball profile and just send an invite to all your other subscribers or something? I could. Well, I have all the subscriber comps on YouTube. So if anybody wants access to the subscriber comps on YouTube and you're unable to sign up on Facebook, hit me in the DMs and I'll send you the link. People have been sending me a couple dollars for it, but don't feel obligated. You know what I mean? So that's a way that people can see the subscriber comps now if they want to, and they don't have access. And in the meantime, we're just going to keep it rocking. Like, if this show, we just got to get callers, you know what I mean? And people will call. We'll get there. If you have a friend that you know have Twitch, tell them to hop on this shit real quick. You know what I mean? Everybody's got YouTube, so send them the link. It literally, you can send anybody a YouTube link. It'll open right up. So just think about that. If each of us tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends, that's like 400 people right there. So it's not hard, but I can't do it by myself, and I'm trying. I am trying. I am. My friend just said he'd call in sometime for sure. Maybe he'll call right now. We're doing food poisoning stories right now. If you have one, that's what I told him. Food poisoning stories. (540-583-4464). I've said it enough times that I actually can remember it without even looking. That's 540 judging. That's the other thing is I'm friends with like a million of other comedy yahoos like me. So I hit up like a bunch of my homies that do comedy, be like, hey, you know, you want to call in my show? And they're like, oh yeah. And then it hasn't happened yet. And I'm not holding it against them because it's also not that cool of a thing to do. I'm not offering to pay them or anything, but maybe give me a little call. You know what I mean? Ooh, the insides are coming out tonight. I'm telling you. He asked what the streaming schedule is. Let me tell you, friend. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And you can pretty much catch it on YouTube or Twitch right now. Eventually on Facebook. I've also this close to being able to stream on TikTok. Not this close, but like this close. You have to have like 1,000 followers, and I have like 660 or something like that. So I'm like over halfway there, but it's not going to happen overnight because it's been slow going on TikTok anyways. But so we'll be up on a couple TikTok lives are going to be really lit. Like, I'm excited for that. Maybe there's a way to set up an Instagram live right through my streaming software. And in theory, I have a lot of followers on Instagram. My Instagram's usually fucking dead. But if we could even get a couple more people watching and calling, that would make all the difference. So I will make that work. You guys have the old word on that one. And that'll be part of it. We're getting there. In there. Been sending out leaks for weeks now. You know what? You're a soldier, so I appreciate it, dog. I mean, you're calling all the time too, so you can't do it all yourself. You're not Superman. It's a show of quality. First of all, there's also production value. This is no Mickey Mouse shit. We are in a fucking courtroom. You know what I'm saying? This is a court of law. You think I'm just sitting somewhere? Like, I'm wearing a fucking robe. Like, money went into this show. Let's get some. I actually did just get my first little Twitch paycheck today. Shout out to anybody that has watched, subbed, or donated over the last month that the show has been running, because I did just get a little checky check, and we got breakfast at McDonald's, my favorite thing. So let's keep it going. 540-583-4464. Tell a food poisoning story. Did you get it? Did you give it to somebody? Did you cook something wrong and make someone sick? Because I'd like to hear those too. When you take on the role to cook for the family, you sometimes make everybody sick. I've definitely cooked something and she got sick afterwards. I'm not saying it was my fault, but there is a direct chain of evidence there. The thought alone is expensive. Fuck yeah, bro. The idea of this show is expensive. I was like $300 or $400 into this show like weeks before I even thought I could start it. Like, it's been ongoing, but that's how it goes. I'm down. I'll spend every dollar I have on this shit. I'll sleep in this courtroom if I have to until we make it. I don't give a fuck. I'll put a pillow on this green screen chair and curl right up because I love it here. And I'll sit by this phone until it rings and I can answer it for you guys. Don't think I won't. And I'll just keep reading the number, 540-583-4464. That's 540-JUDGING, because that's what I'm doing. I just got to keep reading it because people are cycling through and I'm trying to get them to call. And even though it's right here on the screen and the topic is right down here, people are like, how do I call? What's the topic? And I'm happy to answer. You're not dumb. I'll just got to keep saying it. And it also makes me feel good. So 24-hour stream. We could. Bro, here's the thing. I would take an infinite amount of calls if they were coming in. So this could be a 1-hour show. This could be a 12-hour show. If people call back to back, I will take every single call. So that's not the issue. The issue is not time because I do not work. Oh, this is Mike, lawyer Mike. A fellow officer of the court. How are you, sir?
What's yeah, so yeah, I don't have food poisoning stories, but I got never anything like food poisoning. Like, I don't know, I ate some gross shit before too, but nothing bad really happened. But we used to eat like really spicy, right? And like I've been like fucked up from like I ate like Reaper peppers and ghost peppers and things like that. So, but I wanted to share what was almost a fun story, but not really. At my homie's, what's it called? Oh, bachelor party, right? So one of the other friends, he's making sausages. He's got like a KitchenAid that makes sausages, and in one of them, so there's like one for everybody, right? And then in one of those sausages, we put hella like ghost pepper sauce in it. And a bunch of just the hottest shit that you could put in there, right? And it was only in one of them. And then, so we were calling that one the devil's dick.
And then, sausage, that's something else.
Yeah. And then, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't think anybody got it, or it's just like maybe cooking it out. It wasn't spicy anymore. But yeah, nobody had that one. So, anyways. Not really a great story, but that was just
almost. Well, let's run it back. Let's run it backwards. Tell me some of the things that have happened to you when you've eaten really spicy foods. How's that affected if you do negatively?
It's just the BGs, bro. The bubble guts.
The bubble guts. So you full on. You got the sweats. You got the meat sweats. And you're just taking hot shits, and you got a hot butthole, or it's also. Is there any vomiting afterwards? My homie said he'll do the 1 chip challenge if I buy him a 6-pack. That's like a bet a hobo makes. And so I have to do it before he changes his mind. No, absolutely. He's like, hey man, buy me a 6-pack. I'll do whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So I have to get it done before he realizes what a mistake
What the
he's
fuck?
made.
I'll do the 1-chip challenge just for the sake of doing the 1-chip challenge.
Well, yeah, I mean, Brad, buy it and we'll do
you
it.
think?
We can do it on stream.
You're saying? Yeah, you're saying. Wait, he wants to do 6 1-chips?
No, he wants
In a
to
row?
do the 1-chip challenge, and in exchange, he wants a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, I thought you were saying 6-pack of the chips, and I thought he was just gonna go and crush 6 in a row.
No, that's too extreme. If you were someone who's gonna eat 6, you'd have to make nachos. You'd have to go make like a little tray of 7-Eleven nachos.
Hell yeah, with some sort of gross cheese.
I can't be eating that shit, but I'm an idea man, so I'm here.
Hell yeah! All right, I'll eat the chip with you on stream.
All right, yeah, let's do it, and I'll send you a 6-pack
Ooh.
of seltzers of flavored drink. What do you drink? Kombucha?
Yeah, man. This Portland style kombucha for sure.
I'll send you those liquid deaths, and you'll be hip.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah,
Thanks for
we'll
calling,
use it
bro.
on stream.
Thanks for cock teasing me with that
okay.
sausage story. I appreciate you.
I know. All right, bye.
It's okay. The setup alone was worth it. Hearing that somebody almost ate a really spicy sausage, that's good enough for me. Dude, I got a 1-chip challenge story. We could do spicy stories soon. I'm down for that. Yo, I had a great idea for the next stream, so we're gonna need to get it together. But how about people like rivalries? There's always somebody in your life that for whatever reason, like not only do you not fuck with them, but you're actively rooting against them. And oftentimes you're also at odds. This for me in my life has always been someone that I'm too similar to. It's like a guy who's a lot like me, but he's also like a fucking douche. Like I'm borderline myself at best. I don't think I'm a fucking douche, but a lot of people have said that to me. So when I meet somebody else like that and they're even any more of an asshole, like fuck him. I hate you, dog. Like, so it's like I've had several of those people in my life. Rivalry, me and my stepdad, Ron. I have kids and I've been in jail, so I'm not afraid to talk about shitting. Yeah, absolutely. I'm always here for a good toilet story, so there's no reason to be ashamed. This is a court of law. And it's only me that's going to judge you, and I'm not shit. So really, you can say whatever to me. But yeah, like I think like friendly, like even just people, like I have such a good story for like Mario has to call in and tell it because it happened to him. But this fool got Mario hated my roommate. And he was over all the time. He worked next door, so he was over basically every day. And he hated my roommate. And these fools got into a prank war. So I know it's stupid that I'm even saying it now because I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but it's fucking funny. So we'll do on Friday. We'll do fucking prank war. Hopefully it'll be lit. And I'll remind you that you are under oath. I've been saying that a lot on Omegle. First of all, these interactions I'm having on Omegle are fucking tight. So after the show, after the stream ends later, I'm going to go on the Discord and screen share while I do Omegle. And I put right here under my name, I put a little box with the other person on Omegle. And then it's actually great for clips, except for I'm stuck in the dick section of Omegle where it's unmonitored. And so it's just a straight dick parade. But if you want to come kick it in the Discord voice chat, you can fucking watch the screen share. It's actually a Cheddar hung out. And so when I'd have a crazy call, he would hop in after the guy hung up and we'd be like, yo! So it was actually a great time. And I would do anything to be able to do it on stream with you guys, like for real. But it's just too many penises. It's just a nonstop supply of penises. It's 15 to 20 penises for every person that stops and tries to talk to me for 1 second. And maybe like 30 penises for every person I actually do talk to. which is fine. I'll see everyone. I'm actually seeing a lot of dicks. Different ones, different sizes, shapes, colors, creeds. So that's all gravy. It's just part of the sacrifice that I make to make this content. You know what I mean? I just, and if you want to see those dicks too, hop in the Discord voice chat and watch this shit with me. Let me put this. Oh. Looks like that only went on Twitch, I think. So, but you know what? If you are on Twitch, there's a link to the Discord. If you're on YouTube, I will put it on YouTube right now, actually. That's not hard for me to do. I can do it. Oh, I can't copy and paste it from right there. So now I'm going to have to open up Discord too. Cool. Phone lines are open, by the way. If you want to call, you can get on right away. 540-583-4464 while I set this shit up. Phone lines are open, by the way. Oh my God. Happens every time. So yeah, if you want to see me judge some people, my main goal is to get one of these assholes that are jacking off on there to stop and answer the question I asked them. So I don't even click off a lot of the time right away. If their dick is obscured in any way, I'll be like, hey man. But, and it's been good. Content wise, it's been good and it's been a fun experience. So I'm, I think it's really fun. I think you'll have fun too if you come watch. So here is the fucking link on YouTube. It's already on Twitch. Come fly with the gang, join the Discord. We're getting there. There's like fucking almost 50. I think there's like 45 people in there or something. Pretty good. It's not nobody, you know? And thanks for you guys that are watching the stream too. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that calls in. This show literally can't run in without callers. So thank you. Thank you to our sponsors, Delta Breeze Cannabis by the Isleton Cannabis Company and Mountain. Check out Mountain for your gaming peripherals. I got the Everest Max keyboard. It is fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure they could put it in a spaceship. Check it out. I guess I'm wrapping up the stream. I guess if nobody's calling that I'm wrapping up the stream, we're going to go to Omegle right now. So it seems like it's all winding down. Friday, rivalries. Think of a story too, because I know it could be your little work rivalry. It could be some kid you didn't like at school. It could be your fucking sister, your cousin. It could be a family rivalry. It could be your fucking dad or stepdad. Like, I'm here for it. Come for the calls. We stay for the meatballs. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, come fuck with me on Discord. Thank you for watching on YouTube and Twitch. Think about dropping a sub if you're on Twitch, because you can watch ad-free, and I'll love you extra. So think about it. I'll see you guys Friday, 7 p.m. for rivalries. All right, let's do it. And I'll go to Discord right now. So if you want to watch on Discord for the after hours, let's do it. Later.